Hi guys, so in this lesson we are going to be going through our 4.3 notes on converting between the Imperial and SI systems for weight. Okay, so one we are looking for SI weight, that is the kilogram or parts of a kilogram. So for example, grams or milligrams. Anything with grams in it is going to be SI or metric. So taking a look here, we have kilograms, we have grams, milligrams. Another one is going to be the ton. Now, in our last section, we also had the ton. So here, if we take a look, this is your imperial ton. So an imperial ton is 2,000 pounds. Okay, a TONNE is a metric ton. So that is an SI ton. And one of the ways you can remember is even just how it's spelled. So if you have a TONNE, that looks very French. And the SI system, the System International, was made in France. Another thing is, so TON. Remember that Americans like to knock off letters that we in Canada usually still have. So for example, when we have neighbor, our neighbors in Canada get spelled like this with an O. If you're in the US, your neighbor gets spelled like this. So notice how they've knocked that U off, or color. So COLOUR and COLOR. So Americans like to lop letters off. So color is less letters, just like this ton is less letters than this ton. So here we have our SI tons. And our imperial tons is TON. Okay, the unit for SI tons is just a T. The unit for imperial tons is, you can write out TON, ton, or you can use TN. Oh, I don't know why that's doing that. Okay, so here we have a bunch of different conversions. So our main one is going to be 1 kilogram is 22 pounds. So we'll, sorry, not 22 pounds, 2.2 pounds. Wow, that would be intense. Okay, so 1 kilogram is about 2.2 pounds. So your weight in kilograms is going to be about half your weight in pounds plus a little bit more. So for example, if you weigh 135 pounds, you divide that by 2.2, and you would find that you weigh about 61.3636, so about 61 kilograms. Okay, so about half of your weight and a little bit more. Okay, so first example, we have a recipe for cornbread that calls for 120 grams of flour, 170 grams of cornmeal, and 50 grams of sugar. And you want to double that recipe. You got a bunch of people coming over and you want some cornbread. So what's the total weight of your dry ingredients in kilograms? Okay, so taking a look here, I'm going from grams, grams, and grams to kilograms. So I'm not actually going out of the SI system. So grams, kilograms, I'm staying within that. Okay, so let's add these up. So if I have 120 grams and 170 grams and 50 grams, all together, I have 340 grams. Now, if I take a look, I want to double the recipe, which means I want to make twice as much. So normally in one recipe, I'd have 340 grams, but I need double that. So 340 times 2, and I get 680 grams. Lastly, let's double check. I want the total weight of the dry ingredients in kilograms. Okay, so 680 grams to kilograms. Now, I know that there are 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram. So I could recognize that, if there's 1,000 grams in a kilogram and I have less than 1,000 grams, I'm going to have less than a kilogram. So I would know that I need to divide this 680 by 1,000. Now, if I wasn't sure what my step was supposed to be, I could always make a proportion. Okay, so I have 680 grams and I want to know what that's going to be in kilograms. So lining up my units, grams and grams, kilograms and kilograms, I know that 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. So solving this proportion, Looking for that one, multiply across, divide by the one that is opposite the one you're looking for. So I would do, 680 divided by 1,000. All right. So that's nice because I'm dividing by 1,000. I just need to move my decimal place over the number of zeros I have. So 1, 2, 3. So I have that 680 grams. I'm dividing that by 1,000. So 1, 2, 3. That's where my decimal will be now. So I have 0.68 kilograms of dry ingredients. Next example, you're baking apple pies. According to the recipe, you need 6 pounds of apples, but the bags that you are going to buy are only showing the weight in kilograms. So you need to know, well, how many kilograms of apples do you need? So I need to turn this pounds into kilograms. So I have 6 pounds, and I want to know what that is going to be in kilograms. What is it? So I can always set up a proportion. So lining up my units, pounds and pounds, kilograms and kilograms. And let's take a look. So pounds to kilograms. Well, I know that 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. So 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. And solving this proportion. So looking for this one, multiply and divide. So 6 times 1 divided by 2.2, I get 2.7272, repeating. That's a hideous 2. Oh my gosh. And let's just round this to 1 or 2 decimal places. Let's just do 1 in this case. So 2.7 kilograms is what I'm looking for. So you'll probably be looking for like a 3 kilogram bag. But you'll need at least 2.7 kilograms. Our last example, we have the cost of bananas is 49 cents a pound at one store, but you see an advertisement on sale at another store for 105 per kilogram, and we want to know, well, which one is going to be the better buy. Now, in order to do this question, I need to get one of these, or I'll need to convert one of these either into pounds or kilograms. So this one's in pounds. I can convert it to kilograms and then I can compare, or I can take kilograms and convert it to pounds and compare. Now it's really not going to matter which one you do as long as you're doing it correctly. So let's take a look at this 0.49, so 49 cents per pound, so $0.49 per pound. Okay, now 1 pound, or sorry, 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. So if I was going to turn this pounds into kilograms, sorry, it's hideous. If I'm going to turn this pounds into kilograms, I need to either divide or times by 2.2. Now, which one is it going to be? Well, a pound is smaller than a kilogram. A kilogram is larger than a pound. So since a kilogram is larger, I expect to pay a larger number for it. So I would know that I wouldn't divide by 2.2 because I'm going to get a smaller number. I would have to multiply by 2.2. And we'll see if we actually write our units that it works out. So if I'm multiplying by 2.2, there are 2.2 pounds per every kilogram. And if I take a look at my units, I see that, pounds reduces, cancels out, and I get 0.49 times 2.2 per kilogram. And I'm looking for a per kilogram is what I want. So when I see this, I do 0.49 times 2.2, and I get 1.078. So 1.078 per kilogram. And taking a look, so if I cut it off here, round to my nearest cents, I'm going to be saving about 1.08 compared to 1.05. I'm going to be saving about 3 cents going with my 105 per kilogram. Okay, so this is about 108 per kilogram. This one was 105 per kilogram. So I can see that this 105 per kilogram is my better buy. Now let's say I tried to divide. If I would have tried to divide, I would notice that my units aren't going to cancel out. So I have 0.49 divided by 1 pound. And if I would try to divide by 2.2, so if I'm dividing by 2.2, that's like multiplying by the reciprocal. So dividing by 2.2 would look like this. So 2.2 pounds and kilograms. Taking a look, my pounds aren't canceling out. I have 1 on the bottom or 2 on the bottom, none on the top. So this does not work. Now, conversely, I could have also figured out, well, what is 105 kilograms, 105 per kilogram, sorry, changing that per pound. So let's also do that one to show you that we find that this is a better buy as well. Okay, so I have 105 per kilogram. And I want to know what that is per pound. Well, I know that pounds are smaller, so I'm going to have to divide by 2.2. So dividing by 2.2 could look like this. So 2.2 pounds in 1 kilogram. Okay, so taking a look at my units, I see that this is going to work out. So kilograms and kilograms reduces, and I get 105 divided by 2.2. And 1.05 divided by 2.2 is 0.4772 E, or rounding to the nearest cent. Take a peek. I get 0.48, so 48 cents. Yikes. Okay, so taking a look, 48 cents per pound. Okay, so I can see, 48 cents per pound. That is going to be 1 cent per pound cheaper than the 49 cents per pound. So I still get that the 105 per kilogram is our better buy. Okay, so you can go on to your 4.3 worksheet on Imperial and SI conversions.